Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Science Toon video. And today we have a special viewer request to do the Luna class science vessel. As you can see, we've got that here, and we've got the fleet variant skin on. This is the fleet version. We're naming this one the USS Comet, and I thought it would be appropriate to put it into this map with the comets going by there. Kinda cool, kinda cool. Alright, so let's take a look at this build here. And for most of you that have seen my videos, you know that there's some staples that I have in my builds, and I'm going to go over a few of these here. Some slight differences versus other builds, because obviously, you know, console layouts are different, and, you know, BOF station layouts are different as well. But for the most part, I'm going to highlight over these, and you can see all the different variations of stuff that I'm using. And if anything is changed over the last build, I'll go over that. But basically, it's the same setup. We're running pure exotics. We're boosting a little bit with torpedo damage with the particle emission torpedo because of the plasma clouds, which in turn is another exotic ability. It also does a radiation damage over time, which is nice. And we've got our booster for radiation in the form of the Counter Command Multi-Conduit Energy Relay, and as you can see right there, it does a nice bit of radiation damage boost. It's 31.1%. That actually does enhance the clouds of the particle emission torpedo, so you get a little bit more bang for your buck. We've got our standard staples here, you know, the timeline stabilizer. We got the plasmonic leech on here for that little extra power. The 4-piece chronometric capacitor set, and then the standard 4 EPG consoles, then the EPG double part gen field exciter. Then of course we've got our auxiliary ejection assembly for the exotic boost, as well as the constriction anchor for the exotic boost. Let's take a look at our skills here. Same as always, no changes as of yet. Now these skills will vary based on, you know, different styles of builds, so not everyone has the same idea of what they need for their ship. I put this stuff together for this particular style of build because it gives me a little bit more beef and does a serious amount of punch. Well, once we take a look at that, and then we've got our temporal operative as our primary and our strategist secondary as always. Then we'll take a look at our stations here. Now this one we're running Chemosite 1 and Torpedo Spread 2 because we've got the torpedo up front along with Fire at Will 1. And we've got our emergency power to engines, our auxiliary to inertial dampeners for the extra speed boosts. Then of course you've got all your exotics like the tachyon beam, the DRB, the charged particle burst, which we're still testing and messing around with, and it's working out pretty nice so far. The gravity well 3 for those really big epic gravity wells. Energy siphon 2, the trigger, the secondary deflector, and subspace vortex, and of course our hazard emitters. If we take a look at our traits, the traits are all the same from the previous videos. Nothing has changed. I'm not boosting torpedoes whatsoever. We're not doing any torpedo shenanigans on this build. What I'm going to do is highlight over these just so you can see them. If you need to pause to see the actual trait or read it, as always, you can always hit the pause button. But yeah, this is basically what we've got running with the Luna class. Personally, I kind of like the ship. For a T5U ship, it actually does very well. Surprisingly, it can do some serious stuff on the science side. I was kind of shocked at first, but once I saw, you know, the power of it, I was like, wow, okay, this is cool. We can run with this, we can work with this, and you'll see the numbers that we pulled with it. But right now, those are the traits and the space reputations, and of course we're running that anti-time entanglement singularity, which is one of the keys to doing decent DPS with a pure exotic build. This is a really nice tier 5 reputation ability that gives you another singularity that you can manipulate and use as a baby gravity well of sorts. But this one packs a serious punch in the form of physical damage, and it reduces flight speeds and turn rates while anything is within that singularity. So if you stack it on top of a gravity well, you're going to pull everything more towards the center of everything because of that reduction in flight speed. And you'll do more damage and your center of damage focus will actually be higher because they are closer to the center. So it really complements the build very well. But that is the build. We'll show you the DOFs just to show you we're not changing anything. Same old DOFs. No torpedo DOFs in there. Doing some cool stuff. But yeah, this is the USS Comet. I like it a lot. The fleet skin is really cool looking. I mean, I wasn't overly impressed with some of the other skins, but this one really stood out to me. I was quite impressed. I hope you guys like this. But we're not here for ship visuals. We're not here for that kind of stuff. We're here to see how the build runs. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go run an ISA. We're going to smack around some Borg. We're going to take a look at the numbers and show you guys that a T5U science ship with a science Toon can do serious DPS. So we'll see you guys in just a moment. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The T5U Fleet Luna class science vessel at 119,000 DPS. That's really good. So let's take a look at our DPS charts here. I'm going to copy these results for everybody. Go to team. Oh, that's kind of silly because nobody's in the team. Alright, yeah, we'll take a look at the DPS chart. We're up there pretty good. Could have had a little bit better of a run, but not too shabby. And let's take a look at the analysis report. Alright, as you guys can see, another mostly exotic build, doing some pretty serious numbers in ISA. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Yeah, that's another one in the bank there, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this video, as always, smack that like button, share this on social media with your friends, let them know that we've got science videos out there and different builds that everybody can do. If you really liked it and enjoyed it, and you want to see more of this kind of stuff, just hit that subscribe button, stay up and running with all the current stuff that we're doing. But as always, I am DarthProtius. You guys have a Trek day. I'm out of here.